Once upon a time, in the heart of a vibrant Nigerian village, there lived a young girl named ADANNE. ADANNE was known throughout the village for her beauty, grace, and kind heart. Despite her humble beginnings as an orphan, she was loved by all who knew her. One day, while fetching water from the village well, ADANNE noticed a small boy sitting alone on the dusty path. His name was Amina, and he was an orphan like ADANNE. Unlike the other children, Amina was often shunned by the villagers because of his ragged clothes and unkempt appearance. But ADANNE saw something special in him, a spark of kindness that touched her heart. Without hesitation, ADANNE approached Amina and offered him some of her water. Amina, surprised by her kindness, accepted gratefully. From that moment on, the two became fast friends, sharing laughter and stories as they roamed the village together. However, not everyone in the village appreciated ADANNE's friendship with Amina. There was one man in particular, a wealthy landowner named Okeke, who saw Amina as nothing more than a nuisance. Okeke believed that Amina brought shame upon the village and did everything in his power to make life difficult for him. Despite Okeke's disdain, ADANNE continued to stand by Amina, defending him against the village's harsh judgment. She believed in the goodness of his heart and refused to let anyone else dictate their friendship. As the years passed, ADANNE and Amina grew closer, their bond stronger than ever. But just when it seemed like nothing could tear them apart, tragedy struck the village. A devastating drought swept through the land, leaving the villagers desperate for water and food. In the midst of the crisis, Okeke saw an opportunity to rid himself of Amina once and for all. He spread lies about Amina, accusing him of stealing food and water from the other villagers. Fueled by fear and desperation, the villagers turned against Amina, branding him a thief and a troublemaker. Heartbroken by the betrayal, ADANNE knew that she had to do something to save her friend. She pleaded with the villagers to listen to reason, but they refused to listen. In a last-ditch effort to prove Amina's innocence, ADANNE proposed a challenge to Okeke. If Amina is truly guilty, let him be punished accordingly, she declared. But if he is innocent, then let him marry me, and I will be his bride. The villagers gasped in shock at ADANNE's bold proposal, but Okeke saw it as an opportunity to rid himself of both ADANNE and Amina. He accepted the challenge, confident that Amina would be found guilty and ADANNE would be forced to marry him instead. However, as the trial began, a surprising revelation came to light. It was revealed that Okeke himself had been hoarding food and water, exploiting the villagers' suffering for his own gain. Enraged by his deceit, the villagers turned on Okeke, banishing him from the village and restoring Amina's honor. In the aftermath of the trial, ADANNE and Amina were hailed as heroes, their love and loyalty inspiring the village to come together in solidarity. And as they stood hand in hand, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, they knew that their bond would endure, stronger than ever before. In the wake of the trial, ADANNE and Amina's bond grew even stronger, as did the admiration and respect of the villagers. They were seen as symbols of courage, resilience, and the power of love to overcome adversity. With Okeke banished from the village, a newfound sense of unity and harmony swept through the community. The villagers worked together to rebuild what had been lost during the drought, sharing their resources and supporting one another in their time of need. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, ADANNE and Amina's relationship blossomed into something deeper than friendship. They found solace and strength in each other's arms, their love a beacon of hope in a world that often seemed dark and uncertain. But just as they began to dream of a future together, tragedy struck once again. A deadly illness swept through the village, claiming the lives of many, including some of ADANNE and Amina's closest friends. The once vibrant streets grew eerily quiet as fear and uncertainty gripped the hearts of the villagers. In the midst of the crisis, Okeke saw an opportunity to rid himself of Amina once and for all. He spread lies about Amina, accusing him of stealing food and water from the other villagers. Fueled by fear and desperation, the villagers turned against Amina, branding him a thief and a troublemaker. But as the illness continued to spread, threatening to consume everything in its path, ADANNE and Amina knew that they faced their greatest challenge yet. With each passing day, the threat grew closer, until it finally reached their doorstep, testing the strength of their love and the resilience of their spirit. As they stood together, facing the unknown with courage and determination, they knew that no matter what the future held, they would face it together, hand in hand, just as they always had. As the illness raged on, ADANNE and Amina fought tirelessly to care for the sick and protect their village. Their love for each other and for their community gave them the strength to persevere even in the darkest of time. Finally, after weeks of struggle and sacrifice, the tide began to turn. With the help of a visiting healer and the unwavering support of the villagers, the illness was brought under control, and the village was once again filled with hope and joy. In the aftermath of the crisis, ADANNE and Amina were hailed as heroes, their love and dedication inspiring others to come together and rebuild their lives. And as they looked out at the village they had helped to save, they knew that their bond was unbreakable, forged in the fires of adversity and strengthened by their unwavering commitment to each other. The story of ADANNE and Amina serves as a powerful reminder that love has the power to overcome even the greatest of challenges. It teaches us that true strength lies not in the absence of fear or hardship, but in the ability to face them head-on, together, with love as our guiding light. And so, as the sun set on the village, casting golden hues across the landscape, ADANNE and Amina stood hand in hand, their hearts full of gratitude for the love they had found and the lessons they had learned along the way. The moral of the story is that love knows no bounds and can conquer even the greatest of challenges when we stand together in unity and compassion.